First night in Malaysia was exciting. My friend drove to my apartment, which you saw in a car, to meet me, and from there she took me here, which is a night market, and it consists of a food street, as you can see, and it has any and every food you could imagine. This kind of reminded me of my first night in Bangkok, Thailand, when I was just walking around to a similar street with all types of restaurants and foods being sold. So my number one question to my friend was, what food should I try first? From looking around, it was just too many choices to choose from, just one restaurant that needed some help. So as a viewer, as a Malaysian native, what is one food that a foreigner should try first when they visit your country of Malaysia? Later on in the video, you'll see the end result of the choice that I made, and it will be surprising. If you're visiting Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, one destination you should try is right here in Jalan Alor. So if you get a taxi or whatever kind of ride sharing app you're using, tell them to take you to Alor Street or Jalan Alor Street, and you will have a massive amount of restaurants you can choose from. And the atmosphere, you can see, is vibrant. So there's an array of street food you can try. If you're not into like street food, like the stalls, there's actual restaurants you can go into. You can sit down and eat. So you have many different choices here. I'm not really into the street food stalls, but I have tried a few my first time in Thailand, and I didn't get sick. But just from traveling, I would rather go to an actual restaurant so I can sit down and enjoy my food versus a food stall. But it's all up to you when you come here and visit. When deciding my first night of where should I go, my friend immediately told me, I think I know what you like just from looking at your videos and just from talking. I'm going to take you somewhere that most definitely you're going to like it. And she chose here for me, which was a good idea because, yes, I was hungry. But I was asking, what's the difference between coming at this time at night versus the day? And she had told me as soon as the sun sets, this street is more lively at night versus the day, but it is less people compared to the night. So that was the difference in making the decision of when should we come, during the day or at night. And she chose at night is a little bit better, especially since it's my first time visiting.
Okay, for her. She.
He doesn't drink. Not yang pedas-pedas ah. Pedas-pedas boleh. Mana yang pedas? Kita jalan.
A lot of places I travel to and I meet people and they find out I don't drink, they find it kind of odd, strange, or weird. And I have when I was a teenager, when I wasn't supposed to, it was illegal. But it's just not me. I just found that alcohol is not my thing. From walking around, it seems that most restaurant menus have the same food, so it comes down to which restaurant has less people sitting down. And the reason for that is so you can sit down and enjoy your food and eat. But we all know if a restaurant has a lot of people, usually that restaurant is more popular and has good food. I'm going to give you a little visual of what I'm experiencing. And if you visited Asia before, especially here or Thailand, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When you run across a street that's filled with food, it's like a sensory overload from your ears and your nose. From the sizzle of cooking, the clatter of the different woks they're using to make these foods, the people talking, different types of food you never smelt before, especially if you're coming from North America or even Europe, because some of these foods you probably have never heard of, experienced, or even saw. So just imagine the scent, the smell of these different foods being cooked all at one time, and you walking down this street just filled with the aroma. Also, if you look to your right, there's street performers to entertain the crowds and also the people that's eating their foods. So it's a lot going on here. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of some insider tips, and this may or may not apply to you. And one might be a question of, I think we talked about this a little bit earlier, but one could be a question of, should you arrive early? And like I had mentioned, you could, but it's more lively at night. And if you're worrying about, well, if I come early, I might can secure a good spot to eat and avoid the crowds. Well, as you can see, there's different options. There's many different options you can choose from. And like I mentioned, most of the menus you will see, they have the same exact foods. Even if you look at the pictures on the restaurants of the foods, they're all the same. So if you want to come early, you can, but as you can see at nighttime, it's just more lively. So it depends on you. You know, if you have a day filled with a lot of things that you have to do at night, then of course you have no choice or no option but to come during the day. But it's all up to you. It's your preference. Should you bring your credit card or cash? Well, some stalls that we walk past, not the restaurants, but the stalls, they kind of prefer cash, and that's maybe because they don't have the credit card machine. So I would say always just bring both credit and cash because you can't predict the future. You never know what could happen. So bring both. And something else, stay hydrated also. The tropical heat can be intense. So keep a drink handy or make sure you're drinking enough water. Or you could try coconut water. It's just the same, but has more electrolytes and coconut water. So your choice.
Like, I think we passed all the foodie places.
That was it?
Yep. You want to turn back around? I want to get a drink. I feel alcoholic.
Where?
So, do you want to see anything at all that you like back there?
Also, my last insider tip would be just try a little of everything because the portion size are generally small here in Asia. It's not like in North America you get a portion size and it's a lot. Here is very small, making it easy to sample a lot of dishes. So yeah, try a little of everything.
I'm definitely going to stop and get the mango sticky rice.
So we have walked to the end of the street, passing all the restaurants and food stalls, and now we're walking back to make a decision of where to eat. As a native here, how do you choose where to eat? Do you follow the crowds to the most popular restaurants or food stall? What are you looking for? Is it the place you feel that has better hygiene and cleanliness? Is it restaurants that your friends or family recommend to you? Or is it a restaurant which has a variety of different types of diverse options to choose from? Or do you just trust your senses? Whatever smells good, you go to that restaurant. Or maybe you go based on your own instincts and your personal preference, and you go based on what appeals to you the most. So if you're native or even if you're a traveler, how would you choose where to eat if you was in this circumstance and if you were alone? Overall, no matter where you are, when it comes to choosing a place to eat, that's just part of the adventure. Soon you'll see that someone finally convinced us to eat at their restaurant, and we chose to eat there based on him convincing us that we should eat here.
One more, grilled in the aluminum foil. The best seller, grilled with the sambal, the best seller. If you like spicy, go for that, grilled with sambal. Can be stingray, chicken feet, sea bass, prawn.
He doesn't want to deal with the bones. You're the one with just the bone in the middle.
Stingray doesn't have bones. Stingray, the bones are soft.
Stingray, the bone is soft.
right?
You're right. And
Already had it in Singapore, same thing.
Also the
But I will
chicken
have it
feet.
because it's not messy. It's easy to eat.
Yeah. Also chicken feet, very nice. Chicken feet, big bone, no small bone. One of the good fish you can't find in Singapore. fried chicken feet. Good. You can go.
Do you want to eat, or you're hungry, right?
Let's
eat here.
Let's have a sip.
What do you want to serve?
Beer, alcohol, yeah. Yeah, beer here.
You like beer? We got beer. You like juice? We got juice.
They have everything you want.
Yep. We
Alright,
got
nice.
even soju.
You take card here. Card na.
That's for you.
I don't need it. What do I need a microphone stand for?
For your phone.
I have one.
It's new.
I have one.
It's new.
Oh.
Promotion. Discount.
Discount, madam. It is. Madam,
I don't need it.
running 2 weeks, World Cup start. No, the customer guarantee price 15. Only 3.
I don't need it.
15, brother.
15.
Yeah, 1.5.
Are you looking at me like I don't need it? Thank you though, but
How much do you want it?
I don't want it for anything. I don't need
Say
more.
15.
You know how many stands I have? I don't need more.
You could use.
My car
Goes up and down.
Buys these things. We have so many at home.
She doesn't
I
want
have
it.
this exact same one
Okay,
at home.
12.
12.
If you're selling it for 12, you're making a loss. You better not
No,
sell it
no,
for
no,
me.
no,
You
Discount.
just told me.
12.
Discount.
Discount, 12.
You know he's messing with you, right? He's not gonna buy it.
No, you're gonna buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it either.
12.
You hear me? I don't need it.
Your mom. For your mom.
My mom has sufficient. Number 5, I don't need it. I don't need it though.
How much?
10.
10. I would have left. You stay here for like what? 15 minutes?
I know. Even after I told him that you were fucking with him, he didn't care, man. He's like, I'm gonna make this sale today.
You said 12.
Then so you take it for free. He's like, take it and go.
Then I said no, but she has the money. He said okay, 10.
I should have took the other option, but my choice was Stingray.
Please don't attract any more people here. I swear, I'm gonna get up and walk away from here. And I'm like, I